wide enough to let all of you in, about one at a time. A little hunching from the taller of you.
That maintenance elevator is how is that powered? Is it like a crank and pulley or?
It is actually arcanely powered. There is a small engine source that is powering everything.
How loud's the airship?
It is actually pretty quiet.
Okay, then maybe not the elevator. Make no.
I want to listen into the doorway, see if I hear anything on the other side.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Nine.
Seems quiet. Seems weirdly quiet. Up until you hear of a shotgun going off.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And it sounds like it's coming from the doorway?
Coming from inside the fortress.
Alright, well, everybody, guns out. Let's get moving, I suppose. Question is how we going about this. Following along? There's that little door over there. Do we really want to making a lot of noise with the elevator?
Well, it sounds like they might be fighting. If we join in, we might have allies going.
That's true.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What just happened here?
What happened? Where?
What? What?
Oh, the stream went down.
Yeah.
You,
What the
you have internet.
What the fuck?
Definitely not you.
It must have just picked up.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that, guys. Stream went down. I knew I heard what sounded like the Monster Hunter join signal, and I was like, what the fuck? Sorry about that, guys. This is going to be a two-parter. Not sure what happened there. And we're back.
Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, wherever you guys were.
Alrighty. Hey, little bird dude. What do you think? Elevator, secret door, or scaffold?
You can point to the door.
Okay, okay. Well, I trust this little bird, and he's about the only one here besides myself that I trust, so we're going with the door.
Sky has her.
Well, it
rifle
was
out.
air that knocked the concentration off of the cultist that was about to kill you.
Yeah, but you see, Mugen is a bird, and Davos likes birds, so Mugen gets that bias advantage for trust.
Sky has her rifle trained on the door.
Yep, Davos is gonna post up to the left of the door.
Yep,
I'm
Sky will
all
take
ready
right.
for that.
Mugen will stand off to the side and summon his spectral talon and try to turn the doorknob slowly.
Okay.
Davos will get ready with his rifle in case there's somebody right on the other side that he needs to immediately shoot.
Okay. As you open the door, it opens. You see a room that is oddly empty. On the far side is a large freight elevator. The room is about 80 feet wide and 100 feet long, heading back towards where the freight elevator is.
Is the elevator is it one of those like the
It's 40
cages in
it's-
front of it?
No,
Or
it's actually
are the doors
it's actually
closed
it's
and
actually an
consistent?
open platform freight elevator. It is about 40 feet long, 30 feet deep.
Does it is it docked at this current?
It is currently set down at the base level.
Okay, so we see that it's not at this level.
No, it is at this level. It is where you guys are at this moment. You guys
Okay.
are on ground level.
About how high up does the like looking at this other elevator on our side? How high up does it seem like it goes?
Seems like it goes all the way up to the top. Just by guess, you without heading over towards the platform. No real idea, but it seems to just have a straight up all the way to the top. At some point, you do lose it by angle, which the tower's height is about 250 feet.
So don't climb that rope.
Eugen will sneak in and see if there's anything in this room.
There is nothing in this room. It is empty, aside from the
No.
elevator.
Well, shit. Do we take loud ass elevator 1 or loud ass elevator 2?
You said the elevator was open, right?
It is open, yeah.
Is there like a space under the elevator?
Nope, it is flush with the ground.
Alright. I was thinking about just grabbing the bottom and let it carry us up.
Davos is going to look down the hallway, see if he can spot any traps.
There is no hallway. It is just an open-ass room.
Oh, I thought it was a hallway leading to an open ass.
Nope. It is a door that immediately opens right into this room, and you see nothing inside. It is empty. Could be a gathering place, place of worship, place of parts delivery. Maybe.
Alright, Davos will turn to Sky and say, go check that elevator. Make sure it's not gonna break if we use it.
Alright, Sky will
Got
quietly
you.
approach the elevator and do some detect magic hygiene.
Davos will keep an
Okay.
eye open. Oh wait, no,
Are
that's
you-
right, he has both eyes.
Are you killing 10 minutes worth of time?
Actually, she's just going to use some. She's going to investigate the elevator.
Investigate the elevator? Okay, make an investigation check.
+3.
Air says, well,
Well, they go on air.
the elevator on the outside. If we use it, we could. It would possibly lead to just the top of the wall, where we might have to fight our way down. But this elevator leads inside, where we do have to do less fighting.
Why not turn both the elevators on at once?
Is that another natural one?
Oh my
I'm
god.
done letting you do things.
Okay.
I thought you'd be able to do this because, you know, it's like this is your specialty. You're an artificer.
Oh,
you know
boy.
machines.
Looking at the elevator, Sky, it is in perfect condition. There is nothing wrong with it. Everything looks to be in working order. It looks to be fantastic craftsmanship, and it seems to go up 250 feet. It has a button on the outside and on the inside.
Yeah, seems like a perfectly functional elevator.
So,
Purely
Adamso
mechanical
has
elevator.
something that never has happened before. He has an idea.
Oh, this will end well.
We will turn both
You cut out, buddy.
He's saying turn both elevators on at the same time so that they don't know which one has people on it.
That's not a bad idea.
Eugen gives a thumbs up.
Yeah, Davos is cool with it. He thinks it's a pretty goddamn solid plan. I mean, we
Yeah.
don't have the perfect element of surprise, but they won't know where we are.
Are you planning on going up one of the elevators? Which one? Inner
I
or
think we
outer?
should go with the one on the inside.
The-
Because
It's in perfect working condition, so naturally the one on the inside.
yeah,
Yeah.
plus it leads
Indeed.
straight up to the top of the tower by the looks of things.
Okay.
So Sky, hopefully you're totally right, because otherwise there's a good chance we're all gonna die and it's all your fault. And that was completely in character, by the way. Just turned to her and said that. So no pressure. Just know that if we die, my ghost is gonna kick the shit out of your ghost.
Mugen just like tells them all to load up in the elevator.
Oh, don't be infantile. I have feather fall and fly. We'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Mugen again just kind of ushers them into the room towards the other elevator.
Dallas is just gonna get on the elevator and hang
Yeah.
on for Atomic Ash's internet has died.
Yep, I
Alright,
saw.
we're back.
He's back. All right. How are you setting the elevator on the outside, Mugen?
I'll set my mage hand, my spectral talon, and then I will back off like 30 feet so I can get a straight shot into the freight elevator in the other room.
Okay.
And then when I see everyone loaded up, I'll give them a thumbs up, mage hand it, and then run over to the other one.
Okay.
All right.
Easy enough.
On the freight elevator, I'm going to summon my arcane turret, the defender turret, which I have named Good Vibration.
Okay.
And I'm going to post up with my rifle.
Okay.
Damn fool, ready a javelin to huck at the nearest bad dude he sees.
And everyone around the turret gets 10 HP.
Okay. As you guys head up the main elevator, you begin to hear war drums loudly now. As you start making your way up higher, higher, and higher, as you reach 200 feet, you all begin to feel this exhaustingly oppressive aura. Begins to set deep into your hearts as fear tries to wean its way into your chests. As you reach 225 feet, it gets heavier and heavier. At this point, as the elevator begins to slow, reaching the top, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, I'm good at the.
Dirty 21.
17.
10.
20, not natural.
Nin- 19.
Okay. As you get to the top, Davos, you watch as the rest of the team freezes in place.
God damn
A
it.
chill of terror taking over everyone, and you still feel this. But you're able to maintain control of yourself, Davos, the fear not fully taking into effect, but you sense the power. You sense the devastation. And as you reach the top, you see in front of you are several large crates of materials and what looks like two different corners you guys could take to duck off to the side. As when the elevator reaches the top, in front of you, you see the airship in all of its glory, painted with the symbols of the Crimson Maw. You see these very large bored cannons that look like they could shoot a car out of them as weaponry. You count a quick 14 on one side. As you see everyone else freeze in place, you see the entire army of orcs that are at this base standing at attention, looking at the airship as their leader, this large, hulking orc, 8.5 feet tall, large, broad shoulders holding up his frame, standing quite tall and large, standing there himself, two great swords attached to his back. In front of you, you feel like you have a brief moment. What do? Everyone else seems almost frozen in fear as you watch a deep crimson red skin orc with black tattooings around the head, lower jaw, throat, down to her chest. She stands at about 7 feet tall. Lean, large muscles, though. She wields no weapons,
Every woman in Davos' life is going to try and kill him at one point or another.
but she makes her way down, and as she does, everyone falls to a knee in unison, almost matching the sound of the elevator locking into place.
I'm gonna quickly, before they have the chance to look over, hearing that, I'm just gonna duck behind something with stealth and try and hide.
Are you moving the others or leaving them there?
How am I gonna move all of them?
I'm asking you that question.
By the way, air's also of mind.
You're gonna use whatever of mind. Okay.
Yes.
Air, you shake the fear, managing to shake it from your mind, as the two of you are going to try and usher everybody as quickly as possible over to the side.
Out of curiosity,
well.
what was the
Yeah.
DC?
Air's gonna scoop up Mugen.
Davos made it exactly.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Alright, well, I lost my D20 under my desk, so I'm gonna have to grab another one real quick.
Okay. So you and Air get everyone over to the behind the boxes on the right side or left side?
I'm going with the right.
All right, you move over to the right side. As you do. Everyone go ahead and make stealth checks. You are currently out of the sight of your fear, but that fear is still set within you for the next minute. Sky.
18.
18.
Alright, Cthulhu die, don't fail me now.
15.
Right?
Okay.
Oh my god, that was so lucky.
Alright, Cthulhu has not let me down. That's a 15 plus 11 for 26.
Okay.
8.
Lucky.
8. Air.
10.
10. Okay. You feel that you get into position. You make a bit of noise as you do and get as quiet as possible. For some reason...
Skyak also dispels her turret without blowing.
Okay. For some reason, no one looks in your direction. You're not sure why. You hear, from this distance, bits and pieces of an exchange. You will defend. No. Retreat. Only if you wish to feed me. Because you will have wasted your life. You hear, yes, mistress. Excuse me? Yes, war chief. Better. There's a shifting of metal. And that aura begins to fade. Hearts beating in your chests like drums at an impossible pace. As the aura disappears inside, you feel it fade. The fear slips away, fading. All of you, bored. You belong to the war chief now. Fail her, and you will be devoured. Crush! With me. As you all stay there pressed against, you hear the feet stand in unison and begin marching their way towards the airship. As this happens, you all sitting there, feeling yourselves pressed up against the crates, watch as this large hulking orc steps onto the elevator, turns, staring straight out towards everything. You're not sure if you're in his peripheral or not. This little goblin with a small jetpack lands next to him, hits the button. We're going to do well. Everything will be fine.
Quick question. Are all the other orcs gone?
They are not gone yet. As the elevator begins to lower. Leaving you there, you look, you see the orcs are now filing onto the airship one by one.
What are these orcs wearing?
They are wearing what looks to be some orcish battle armor, wielding some very intricately crafted weaponry. You count maybe a good 150 of them. Orcs, hobgoblins, and goblinoids.
Okay. I was about to say, maybe damn fool can blend it, but like, no, they're all orcs, no half.
Orcs, goblins, and hobgoblins, yeah. What would you all like to do at this point?
Sky is going to wordlessly look at Davos, point like through the crate at the orcs in the airship, shake her head, then point down to the two going down, and nod.
Davos will just give her a very like, really? Really? No, really? Are you sure? Are you sure we go after the leader? Are you sure we go after the single target leader and his one lackey? Or should we fight the army? The look
Damn
saying
fool.
everything.
Damn fool's an emotion, like, rope down, like, slide down with his hands. Like, it's really weird. Like, he's trying his best. He's not good at charades.
Davos is just gonna move in. You're muted.
You're muted.
Mugen, minor illusions, an arrow pointing down, and then gives a thumbs up.
Davos will give a little smile and give the bird a thumbs up because birds are awesome and they get thumbs up. Also, this bird has actually been useful. Although, because it worked out and Davos doesn't know you rolled a nat one, he's giving you a little bit, Sky. Because, you were right about the elevator.
Sky will mimic, because she's trying to make no sound, she's going to mimic a feather falling and then point over the side where they know the entrance.
Davos is going to give her a sideways look and slowly nods.
Was the elevator being pulled by a rope or chain?
It is actually rather hard to tell. You look and you don't see any actual ropes or chains connecting this elevator. However, you do see the elemental engine that is holding this in place. It might be all magic based, using the arcane elemental energies, funneling power to the 4 pillars that are at each corner. They're about like 3 by 3 kind of wedge pillars that hold the rectangular elevator in place.
And there's still orcs that are still getting on the ship, right?
At this point, as you look, the orcs are, numbers-wise, are actually starting to thin out. They are looking like they have lessened in number and are not fucking around. They are getting on this boat as quickly as possible. At this point, you count, maybe you can see a quick dirty 30 slowly beginning to make their way on and vanish out of sight.
Sky is going to nod to Davos and then sort of raise an eyebrow to him and wait for his signal.
At this point, as you are waiting for a signal from Davos, you do hear come from down below. It's a little muffled, almost hard to hear, but everything up here is eerily silent.
Alright. Dallas will look, see if their orcs are on the ship.
At this point, the orcs have gotten on board. You don't see any others.
You guys want to? Well, there's no more orcs here, right? It's clear except for.
Looks clear, yeah.
19 plus
Example.
5 investigation check.
19 plus 5 investigation. Looking around, keeping a keen eye. You don't see anyone. Everyone seems to be on the airship now, and it's hard to see what's going on inside the airship as it is a giant steel airship.
Right, Devil. And quiet. Got an ass.
You cutting out, buddy. Let's try that one more time. Signals to move low and quiet. Where are you guys heading?
After the course.
After the one on the boat or the one down the elevator?
No, not one on the boat. Bad. After the guy with the big guy with the swords that has the little goblin
Okay.
thing. The one that
And-
doesn't have an army.
At this point,
And-
the elevator starts to rise but stops.
I think it's stuck.
Is the airship still there?
Airship is still there. The airship is not left yet.
From where we're at, can we see where the other elevator ended up?
Not from this position, no. You would need to explore this ring a little bit more. It is quite large.
Air will try and make a signal for an ambush.
We'll give
Over for
air a thumbs up.
At this point, the elevator starts making its way up.
Mugen cast invisibility on himself, Air, Davos, and Sky.
Okay.
Okay, Jampool's just there by himself.
I only have so many spots.
Fuck it.
Wait. If Jampool's by himself. No, okay, maybe this will work out. He'll just ready a javelin, just in case.
That was just gonna find a place. Hello?
Okay, you're gonna find a place to hide?
Am I audible?
You are audible.
Is it like what's my connection like? Right?
It's choppy.
Okay. That's yeah. Get you in that. It'll probably about 5 minutes.
You are all over the place, man.
6 hours.
He's saying since his internet's all choppy, being shitty, and it'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Mugen will now invisible move away from the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for a better spot to that he could still see the elevator, but when he does eventually lose invisibility, be able to not be in direct line of sight or have some cover from anything that might come up.
Okay.
Is
There are
any
some
additional?
crates in front of you that you could get on the opposite side of. You could possibly get behind the elevator from where you came up, because as you look behind you, there's just a small, about waist-high wall, which for you, Mugen, is about chest height for you, that you could get behind, where it kind of levels off and lets the other side of the ramp come down.
And
Yeah.
any of the nearby crates, is there any war paint or something like that?
No war paint, nope.
So, can I still see the entrance to the elevator from behind it?
Yes, you can. It's
Okay.
pretty much like a small little blocking path, kind of as the elevator comes up, it squares around, leaving the opposite ramp. So you guys came up one ramp, the back side that was kind of a little blocked off and looked flat and even, now ramps downward on the opposite side. So as if
Okay.
you could wheel stuff on one side, and then when it lowers to the bottom floor, wheel it down and out.
All right, yeah, he'll get behind that wall.
Okay?
My connection any better at all?
A little bit.
Yeah, I closed out your stream. It was destroying my connection.
No worries,
It
buddy.
was just killing it.
No worries.
Sky will take the wall as well, as it is probably taller than she.
Okay.
And I actually, while all of this was going on, before the elevator started moving again, you didn't get to hear it because my connection, I had about 3.7 thousand ping at the moment. I had tried to quietly move up to the edge of the elevator and peek over to see what was down there and going on. But unfortunately, that never happened because nobody ever heard me say it.
Well, as you look over the edge, you see what looks like a small individual standing at the buttons of the elevator. You see this orc get on. Little goblin join with him. Throws some spears, casts a spell. Casts another spell. And then a wall of force flickers out and fades, and the elevator starts making its way up. As it does, you see the orc pull out 2 potions, down 2 potions, throw them to the side. Draw his great swords and
I want
just
to ready my
settles
staff.
himself.
That was just gonna get back to a hiding place and roll stealth real quick so that I can make sure I'm hidden.
You are invisible, so
Oh, so I guess yeah, I'm kind of hidden.
How many for the crate,
Is
like,
there
near-
any?
In that case, Davos is going to quickly cut the fuse of his dynamite bundle to make sure that it will boom where it lands.
okay. Air.
Is there any verticality available?
Only on top of these crates, really. There's not much in the way of vertical standings.
He will hide behind the wall. Is there?
There are no walls. There's
said
just
there's-
some crates around.
Is there? You said there's a. Did you say? You said there's a wall that.
It's not. It's so. It's not really
wall for
It's
the
not really
elevator.
a wall. It's not really a wall. It's just kind of like a setting for the elevator to come into. That sits about waist height. So, for effective needs, it's like a wall, but
Okay.
not a wall at the same time,
He's
right?
He's gonna go duck behind the one that the big guy's coming up
Okay.
for the elevator. That the big guy's coming.
So everyone but Dom Thule is invisible. And Dom
Yes.
Thule, where are you standing?
Where if he's okay, which way is the guy facing?
The way that you guys came off the elevator coming up here.
Alright, so Downpool will be on one of his sides, preferably his left.
Okay, going to the
When
left
he
side.
comes up, he's facing, and Downpool will be on his left.
Okay.
With
Uh,
javelin ready.
Since it's not an attack or a spell, Sky can technically put down her turret without breaking invisible.
That's an interesting addendum.
Yeah, speaking of, does dynamite work the same way? Could I light and
No,
toast
that's an
that?
attack.
That's technically a throwing attack.
God damn
Technically
it.
a throwing
Here I thought I
attack.
could just be invisible dynamite, man.
I mean, you could probably
Okay.
light it, but the
Okay.
throwing it, I think you would want to.
Okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
So Sky's going to go to one end of the elevator wall, put down her, what's it called, the force ballista turret, which she has named Lil Bastard, and then go to. Or no, actually no.
That
she
is
changed
actually
the name. It is
that
now,
is actually where you're going to be stuck as you set this turret up. The elevator rises to the top. You see the orc look down to the goblin, give him a nod, and the goblin and just starts flying around. Actually lands on one of the upper portions of this arena-like area and kind of disappears behind some of the scaffolding. The orc goes, steps off the platform, turns, and just faces the platform, waiting to see if the elevator goes down or stays where it is.
I think that I might really
You
quickly.
didn't see damn fool?
I'm gonna try and quietly as I can cast Hail of Thorns at 2nd level on my rifle.
At this point, Domthul, he does look, see you, turn his head.
In orcish, damn fool say, hey man, how's it going?
He sees your Azure Adventurers symbol.
Damn fool would. Actually, no, I think. Oh, he still has the blood on his forehead and a bunch of other junk.
Points
Does he even.
a greatsword at you. And you watch as the greatsword flickers and a small mote of fire appears in the center of it. And is anyone going to do anything, or am I going to make this attack roll without anyone doing anything else?
I was trying to cast Hail of Thorns at 2nd level sneakily on my rifle so that I could take a pot shot at him when his back turned.
Okay.
And Mugen is going to cast Light.
Cast Blight Mugen. Okay.
So, besides the great swords, can you describe what the orc is wearing for me?
He has no steel on him. If you're going to heat metal, he has
That's okay.
no for metal.
That's okay. I'm gonna heat metal the sword he's holding.
Okay.
I have a question. Since I had a ready action to throw the javelin, can I just throw the javelin?
You can throw the javelin at him. He is going to, however, Domthul, launch a firebolt at you from the sword, which will be a 21 to hit.
That hits. Does a 17 with the javelin.
A 17 does not. The javelin breaks upon his muscular armor, his muscular form, and shatters as Mugen. I forget if Blight's an attack roll or not.
No, it's a con save.
Con save. Okay. Let me get this firebolt out of the way. The fuck's my... There we are. Domthul, you take 20 points of fire damage as the firebolt impacts into you. Con save for the Blight is a 24 on the con save.
Alright, so he takes half damage.
Sky, what were you doing? Heat metal?
I'm heat metaling this great sword he's holding.
Okay. Automatically seems to succeed. And the damage doesn't seem to affect him in any way. of the heat metal.
Oh no.
As far as I remember, heat metal is fire. Yes?
It does deal fire damage.
Okay. He holds on tight. The heat, you do see the metal glow red, and he just looks at it, and as heat metal is cast, he sees you, Sky, and just kind of cocks his head a bit. Sees Mugen appear as he casts Blight. The Blight
42
impacts.
points of damage, half. So,
16? Right? Or 18?
no, it'll be
16.
21. 42 points of damage.
Oh, 42. I thought you said 32. Okay.
No, 42.
21 points. Okay. So let me get that added. Bam. Okay. That done. Mugen, you appear. Sky, you appear. Dom Thul, you just got hit with a bolt of fire. Air, what are you doing?
He's gonna wait until he's within melee distance with Dental.
Okay. What are you holding? Are you holding an attack? Are you...
Anything. He's just waiting.
Okay, so if you're just waiting and you're not holding an attack or anything, you are still invisible. You are passing on the surprise round. Okay. That's all I needed to know.
Yes.
Davos?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a rifle attack with that second level Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
Now,
You
let's
have
see what I can
advantage.
get. I do. Is this a sneak attack?
Yes.
It is, because you are stoothed.
And down to
Enjoy.
kind of.
So I rolled a flat 18 without even the modifier. I'm assuming that hits.
That will hit.
Because my mod's pretty high. Alright, that's the first attack. Second attack is a... Okay, so light rifle, the mod is... plus, where is it? Plus 4 for proficiency and my dex on the hit? The rifle to hit mod, is that dex and proficiency?
Yes, it is indeed.
Okay. Okay. In that case, yay me, because 3 and 4 is 7. 7 plus 11 is 18.
18 points of damage. Nice.
No, that's to hit.
Oh, to hit?
Yeah, that was the second attack.
So second attack. Alrighty.
So now I roll damage on the first attack. By the way, dex save because of Hail of Thorns.
Dex save on the Hail of Thorns. That is a 16 to save.
16?
Yep.
Damn it, by 2. Alright, he takes half damage from the 2d10s on it.
Okay. And everyone else, go ahead and make initiative rolls for me, please.
I'm just gonna quickly roll out all that damage.
Did you say initiative?
Yes, please.
14 for down pool.
14 for Dom Thul.
18.
18 for Mugen.
Would Sky have had a reaction to shout that he can't fire shit against?
That's fair. What is your initiative, Sky?
Oh, initiative?
Yeah.
Did
Did you roll another
21.
nat 1? Okay. I was gonna say
No, the opposite.
another nat 1. That would suck.
No, I said 21.
Air, what did you get?
She moved the curse to me. I got a 4.
Okay. And Davos, what's our damage looking like, bud?
So far, I've got 14 plus 7 because 15 divided by 2 is 7.5, so I ran that down to 7. So that's the damage from the Hail of Thorns on top of the first attack, which is including the sneak attack.
So wait, so your Hail of Thorns did 7 points of damage?
Yeah, after it was divided in half.
Okay, so 7. Okay.
Yep, 7, and also just the 2d8s flat from the rifle came out to about 12.
Okay.
And then the 2d6s from the sneak attack was or no, wait, my bad. The 2d8s came out to 6. Then the 6 from one of the d6s on the sneak attack made it 12. Then I rolled a 2 for 14.
Okay.
So 14 plus 7 is 20. What is it, 21?
Yes.
Alrighty, that was the first attack. Now the second attack will have Colossus Slayer on it, so just 3d8. 7. 5 for 12. And 6 for 18.
18 on the second strike?
Yep.
Okay. As your 2 bullets impact in, he spots you two, Davos, and
I'm gonna give him a polite little wave.
impressive. You all seem to be a little bit more craftier than your friends down below. One of them is dead. And with that,
Oh, let me roll initiative.
initiative. Yes, please.
19.
Nin-
Flat 19.
Flat 19. Okay.
Which comes out to 22. With my
22.
initiative.
Alrighty. Top of the order comes to you, Davos.
Oh, sweet. Alright, in that case, let's see here. How's he looking right now?
He looks like he's been harried, but he's still kicking.
He's still pretty well off, is he?
Still kicking.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna...
That blight spell, your shots, and your bullets definitely repaired some of the healing that you saw him do.
Yeah, I
Or
think
not
what I'm gonna
repaired,
do-
undid some of the healing that he did.
So the fuse is already cut short. Is throwing a stick of bundle of dynamite an action or a bonus action?
That is an action, my man.
Okay. So I can either shoot him 2 more times, or I can throw a stick of dynamite at him. Or sorry, not a stick. 8 sticks tied together in a bundle.
Yep.
Because Davos likes to be prepared. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot him 2 more times.
Okay. Go ahead and make your 2 more time shots.
First one is an 11 plus what is should be 3 and 4. Oh, actually, I just remembered that you mentioned that archery works on rifles.
Yes.
All right, so that is not a plus 7 to hit. That is actually a plus 9 to hit. So 11 plus 9 is a dirty 20.
That does hit.
Boy, I like being a ranger. My to hit's really high. Thanks, Hunter. Next person that tells me Hunter's a bad class, I might just like throw a book at them.
No, Beastmaster is a bad subclass.
I don't think the second one hits though, because 8 plus 9 is only 7.
No, the second one does not hit. The first one hits. The second one, he actually takes his blade and just deflects the bullet.
Davos is gonna give credit where credit is due. Damn! Nice reflexes.
Roll damage.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see what your
5.
bullet does.
And, ooh, 8. 5 and 8. 13 damage, and also Colossus Slayer, extra d8.
Mm-hmm.
Another 8. So 13 plus 8.
21.
No. Okay, I was gonna say someone help me.
21. Nicely done.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to... I'm gonna use my movement and my bonus action to try and slip away and disappear.
Okay.
Because I am a rogue and I can do that.
Bonus action hide. And you did not roll your sneak attack damage for that hit, right?
No.
Good.
Because he's not within 5 feet of any enemies.
Excellent.
I wish I could have rolled sneak attack. Believe you me, it would have been great.
All right, go ahead and make your stealth check.
15 plus 11 is 26.
Nice. You feel like you slip away and disappear quite well.
Yeah.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Okay. That's the end of my turn. That's all my actions.
Okay. Comes to Sky. Sky, you notice at any direction this guy goes, you guys are all within about 30 feet of him at this moment in time.
All right. What about the goblin?
The goblin is out of sight.
All right. Then Sky is going to first use her bonus action to make her force ballista turret, which she's named Longstuff, to aim at the orc and fire a force ballista blast.
Okay.
Uh, 17.
17. That misses, unfortunately. The force blast impacts into the flesh and just kind of throws him back a bit. Looks at your tiny little turret and kind of smirks.
Well, that's okay because her next action is going to be. Did she see generally where the goblin went?
Goblin disappeared up into the rafters. Not really sure where he is, if he's maybe moved from those positions or what, but you know he's above you at least.
Alright then. And our new foe is still standing on the elevator?
Nope, has actually walked off the elevator.
Alright. Okay then. Sky, I think, is going to cast. One sec, I'm trying to remember what I said it to. Alright, then Sky's just going to use her action to. She's actually going to hold her action and wait to see the. Wait until she sees the goblin. And once she sees the goblin, she's going to slap a bit of bat guano and sulfur together and fastball a fireball at him.
Certainly try. Certainly try. At the end of your turn, Thumb-Thul, this orc, is going to use a legendary action. And as he does, claps his hands together. And you just hear him utter the words, "Ancestors." And you watch as these spectral figures appear around him in a 15-foot area.
Oh.
And on his turn, walks towards you, Sky. Looks down at you. Goodbye, little one. And is going to make 4 greatsword attacks at you as he draws the second greatsword and is going to strike at you 4 times. First one coming in for 20 to hit.
Doesn't hit because she cast shield.
Okay. Are you going to You're technically holding a spell. Make an Arcana check.
All right. Uh, 13.
Do you want to let go of Fireball to cast Shield?
No, you know what? She's gonna hold on to fire.
Hold on a Fireball. Okay. Second one is a 25.
Yep.
Third one a 24.
Yep.
Fourth one a 19.
Yep.
1, 2. Eat a dick, damage.
Now you know how I've been feeling
How
all day.
How rude. Okay. First 3 strikes come in for 8 slashing and 3 fire damage on the first one. The second one comes in for 12 slashing, 1 fire damage. The third...
Oh, slow down a second, because I'm resistant to fire, so I have to calculate this.
You're resistant to fire?
I made my armor fire resistant this morning. With my Artificer Infusion powers.
Gonna say a little metagamey, but I'll let you get away with it. So the minimum it can be reduced to is 1. So you still
1.
take the 1.
So what was the
So,
second attack hold?
Was 3. So that is reduced to 1. So you take 9 damage from the first hit.
Yep.
You take... Oh shit, I gotta do math again. 10, 12, 13 damage from the second hit. 12 damage slashing on the third. 1 damage fire. Fucking dice. And 12 slashing from the fourth. And 3 fire damage. All pre-reduced for the fire damage.
Is that it? My mater used to swat me harder when I got in a...
Okay. Orc just looks down at you, smiles. Ending its turn comes to a lair action. I will roll a d6. Who would like to start? Actually, I'll let you guys decide. 1, 2, or 3 on the roll.
3.
3?
3, yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's funny. Okay.
Is it funny because it's at B again?
No. No. As part of the lair action, a strong wind blows into the area, and all of you get this rancid, rotten stench filling your lungs. It becomes nauseating and sickening.
Question.
I need all of you to make con saves. And I also need to know who is resistant to poison.
To our pipe!
Air's immune.
To poison?
Yep.
Okay. You do not need to make the save.
18.
Okay.
Davos used to smell like death. Does he have any kind of modifier on this?
No, this is worse than death.
19.
Oh, sweet Christ. Okay. All you had to say. That is
19?
That is 19.
19?
19? That is a 14. Hopefully that is enough.
That is not. Davos, unfortunately,
Well, that's fantastic.
you do fail. Okay. Sky, Mugen, Dumb Thule. What would be 10 plus 4 is 14 plus 5 is 19. What would be 19 points of damage? You guys take half, reduced to 9. Davos, you unfortunately take the full 19 points of poison damage.
I'm actually not doing so bad. That was a lot less terrible than I thought it would be.
Isn't that quarter to for Sky since she's resistant?
Reduced to 4, Sky. Alrighty. End of the lair action. Comes to Mugen.
So he moved further away from me when he moved towards Sky, right?
Sky is on the left side. He is still within walking distance to you, but he just used his 30 feet of movement to get into Sky's face.
All right, I want to move 30 feet. So I want to put as much distance between me and him.
So you're going to move towards where Dom Thule is.
Sure.
Okay.
And then I'll let off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
That's the spirit.
14's going to miss, but a 28 should hit.
28 does hit.
And that would be this one. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Nice. Bloop. Bloop. Okay. Bonus action?
Don't really have much in the way of bonus actions, so...
Okay. Mugen, as you come off to the side, you quick cast 2 Eldritch Blasts. The first one going wide, second one impacting square into the right shoulder blade. It kind of rolls the shoulder forward. He looks, sees you, and glares at you for a moment, but nods. Seems to notice you. Ending your turn.
Indeed.
Okay. Comes to then Dom Thule.
Wait,
So
which
how
is-
far is this guy from him now?
This guy is on the opposite side, so he's still 30 feet. He's actually 60 feet away from you at this point, actually.
So, Downstool will move. Oh wow. Down. Oh no, we're distant relatives.
Okay, I was like, are we fighting a guy named Dom Thule?
Yeah, but
Dom Thule. I'm trying to like pick up the subtle difference between the name of our enemy and
You're
our ally.
You're fighting a true orc of the Thule family, though it ends with an E. So Dom Thule, what are you doing?
alright. I move in 30 feet. Close the gap.
All right, so you're on the elevator now, closing the gap about halfway.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon. Bonus
Okay.
action.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon over his head. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
An axe, but just the axe part, not the hilt.
Just an axe head. All right.
And that's gonna. I'm gonna try to hit him with that.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make the attack roll.
Does a 19?
A 19 does hit. Oh, Davos, I forgot to mention, you are also poisoned. All your attack rolls and saving throws are made with a disadvantage for the next minute. You can repeat your saving throw at the end of your next turn.
He takes 4 damage from the spirit weapon.
4 points of booping damage as the axe head slams down, impacts into his body.
And I'm gonna huck a javelin.
All right. Is the minimum range of a javelin 30 feet? I forget.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
More importantly, does he make his con save or his concentration?
Oh, he has.
Oh my god. Keep rolling 19.
I keep rolling 19s. It sucks rolling so high.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, you're 1 away from that 20. You see the 20. You know what's there. I'm not gonna get it.
I know,
Okay.
right? You should have just been a champion
Played champion, right? It's like my curse.
like Morgan.
Fighter-man. Fighter-man.
Does what?
Ever a
Become
fighter
and
can.
fighter. Okay, so does a 27 hit?
A 20, yes. Both your 19s, if you rolled 2 19s, both of them do hit.
Oh,
So
let
you
me see what I rolled the other one. Oh, the other one's an 18.
Still hits regardless.
Let me roll damage from both of those at once. D8. D6. In total, he takes 17 damage from the 2 javelins.
17 damage. All right. Does succeed both his saving throws.
That's my turn.
Okay. Ending your ending your turn, Domthul, it comes to air. As you fling 2 javelins at him, both impacting, just reaches up, pulls them out, throws them to the side, looks at you. You have more drive than the other orc I met down below. You might be a worthy fight.
How far away is he from?
Where were you standing? Were you standing over with
I was
Mugen?
hiding behind the elevator shaft.
So, over by Mugen?
I believe so.
Okay, 30 feet away.
Okay. All anybody hears is the silent footfalls as and a schnick as the blade of Ezekiel pops out, and he's gonna flank behind him and make a stunning strike to the back of his knee.
I need you to first also make a con save, please. Five. Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll. As you make your attack, you see these devilish-looking spiritual ancestors of orcish nature appear around you, turn, and just slam spectral-like spears into your body. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
That's a 19.
Hits.
And he needs DC 15 con save.
And you take 17 points of necrotic damage. Is that 27 on his con save?
Okay.
17 on the roll.
Then as he reappears, he's going to try again with the It's a one. That's another con save.
21 hits. Another con save. Marking down those key points. That is a success, an 18 for a total of 28.
And then he's going to make a flurry of blurs.
Okay. What was the damage done for that strike, by the way?
$17 total for the 2 strikes.
Rockin'. Comes to...
And then 22 for the first
Hits.
unarmed strike.
Makes contact. Makes contact.
That's a 6.
Okay.
And then the second one misses with a 7.
Okay. So, as you make your attacks, dealing a fair amount of damage, he looks at you, turns. I'll get to you in a moment. Please be patient. But there is blood pouring out of him from your strikes, Air. You definitely found purchase with those blows. Ending your turn?
That's funny. You said, where's the blood coming from?
He's bleeding from his body. He's just bleeding from the wounds that you're making.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then he'll just, as he says that, his ears flatten and he hisses at him.
Okay. Sky, before we reach the top of the round, you are holding a fireball. If you do not use it this round, spell slot fizzles and...
Well then, since the goblin did not poke up his stupid little head, I'm going to chuck the fireball to where the goblin had disappeared, aiming it sort of behind where they had jetpack behind.
Okay. You don't hear anything. You're not certain, but go ahead and roll damage.
Uh, 29 fire damage.
29 fire damage. Okay. Good to know. Thank you very much. Ends that first round of combat and comes to the top of the round, Davos.
Alrighty. How about we do this? Is there because the radius on the bundle of dynamite's about 20 feet, right?
Yep.
Is there a spot I can throw this where it won't hurt my friends, but he'll still be within the blast radius?
Negative.
Alright then, in that case, first of all, I should probably make a con save, right?
For...
The poison?
Yes,
That's at
no,
the
end of your turn. End of your turn.
Oh, at the end of my turn I do that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In that case, yeah, I guess, Yeah, I guess I'll just take a couple shots at him.
Alrighty.
Actually, hold on. Second thoughts. Yeah, you know what's good? I'll just take a couple shots at him.
Alright. Shot. Bam, bam.
Well, there was my nat 20. Let's see what I actually get to roll. 14. So I guess it'll still hit, but
Yep. With mods.
still, that stings. That fucking stings. I'm mad. Alright, well that's a 17. Now what's the disadvantage roll?
You know, it's at normal. It's normal rolls.
Oh, I'm at normal rolls?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well then shit, that's a nat 20.
Okay. First shot.
First one's a nat 20. I thought I was rolling at disadvantage.
No, you did stealth.
Advantage for stealth, disadvantage for poison.
Yep.
Oh, so,
Equals normal.
Equals normalified.
so I got 20, then 17.
Yep.
Alrighty, I don't have Hail of Thorn. I should have probably... Yeah, I've only got one more second level spell slot left anyways. And
Right.
Davos doesn't know who we might have to
You-
heal.
Might as well hang
He
on
does
to
get
it. Do have Colossus Slayer, and you do have Sneak Attack, though.
And I do have a nat 20 on that sneak attack.
Yep, which you can
Jesus.
also add your Colossus Slayer to as well.
I mean, it'll come out to the same damage either way, regardless of how I
No,
roll.
because you're gonna double the Colossus Slayer on the crit, where if you
Oh,
use
that
it on
doubles?
another hit,
Yeah, it's on
You-
dice, brother.
double.
Oh, also, something I've been forgetting until this moment is my fucking hat. It gives an extra d8 on crits.
Yes, it does. You have a lot of crit.
Alright, so I need 4d4 or 4d8 for the rifle shot.
Yes. Then you
Oh,
need a
now I'm gonna
D8
write
for the
these
hat.
down.
Then you need 2d8 for your Colossus Slayer, which puts you at 7d8.
Plus
4d6. That's a lot of fucking dice. I gotta see the average of that. I gotta see. Anydice.com is where you go to find averages. So 7d8 plus 4d6. And I think you've got a plus 3 to your dex modifier.
It
The-
doesn't do mods on damage, it only does it on hit.
That's right.
on the
That's right.
hit.
It does not. I forgot about that. That is still an average of 45 damage. That's pretty gnarly.
I rolled kind of crappy though, I think. Let me do the math real quick before I actually make that call, but I think I rolled crappy. And sneak attack is doubled.
Sneak attack
Yes.
is doubled. If it makes you
Alright.
feel better, the minimum on that damage you could do possibly is 11.
Alright, I rolled... Okay, these are the 7d8s for the rifle shots. And the hat and the Colossus Slayer.
Yep.
I got a 6, a 5, a 6, an 8, a 3, a 4, and a 4. So, because my brain doesn't work...
That
let's
comes
get
to
the
36. Go ahead and roll your 4d6.
Oh, thank you. That'll save me a couple seconds of pushing buttons.
Yeah, it will.
6, 6, 5, 4, 3. Wow, really?
Total of 54 points of damage. Nicely done.
And that's first attack.
That is your first attack. That bullet impacts into his throat, and you see he actually grabs up to his throat for a moment and and spits the bullet out as it actually got lodged inside. He manages to gurgitate it up with a wad of blood as you hear ding 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 as it falls down in front of you, Sky.
That's pretty freaking metal.
Alright, so now just 2d8s for the
It's a
second hit.
bullet, so hey.
I have an 8, so that's 13 more damage.
13 more damage. Nice.
Okay, time to reposition and hide again with my bonus action and movement.
You can certainly try.
I do have disadvantage on this, though.
You do indeed.
Alright.
Please. Please tell me he failed the concentration check for that.
54? Let's find out.
Okay. So I rolled it. It was cocked at 18, so I rolled it again. I got a 15 on that roll. And then the second roll was a natural 20. So 15 plus 11 is 26.
26, nice.
It almost burns more.
I have to
than
math.
natural 20 is lost because
He
it's still
just-
instead of the number.
Just makes that save by 1.
Oh, this fucking
Rolling an 18 naturally on the die. Just barely makes it with a plus 10. That was very, very close.
What about the second?
The 13?
Yeah, what about the 13? I hit him twice.
It's a 25.
God damn it.
Hey, you gotta try. You gotta try, man.
Yeah, if he gets in that 1, it's an auto-fail, so hey. Okay. Excellent. Ending your turn, Davos?
Yep, with
All right.
26 for stealth.
Alrighty. Sky, I need you to make a con save.
11.
11. You take. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. Basic math. 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 7 is 18 points necrotic damage as these ancestors of fiendish nature turn on you and just stab at you with these spectral weapons. Comes to your turn. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, DD.
What's up?
Forgot my con save.
Forgot your concept. Yeah, roll that. Roll that shit.
All right.
Flat 18. Does that do it? Does a flat 18 save me?
You're good, brother.
So I don't take damage. this
You
turn.
cough. You don't. It's not that you take damage; it's that you're poisoned. But you cough up a bit of black ichor that kind of dribbles out of your mouth, kind of like you having a drooling fit.
Should I roll stealth for that?
So I'm gonna Sky's gonna put her reach her hand up to the now gaping bullet wound in his throat and cast shocking grasp with her taser wand.
You are not going to be able to get up to his throat. I'll tell you that much.
Well,
he is
she'll
8 and a
still
half.
taser wand him.
He's 8.5 feet tall.
And is he technically now flanked?
He is. I'm
He
behind him.
is. It's a lucky thing we use flank rules here.
22.
22 hits.
Right, and that's 2d.
Let's be fair here, Lord Knuckle. Everyone should spit out black licorice. It is disgusting.
Hey.
It tastes awful.
Hey, no.
That anise is disgusting. Anise should not be put in candy. All right. Let's.
Should.
So,
No.
It's just delicious.
That's 10 plus 4. It's 14 points of lightning.
How many points of lightning?
14 because she's using her artillerist wand.
Excellent. 14.
Basically poking him in.
And
Poking
he
him in the
has
stomach.
no reactions.
Yep, which she's going to use to run her full movement away.
25 feet. Move those little dwarven feet.
And then she's going to use her. Oh, that's how those work. It's not just a 15-foot blink. I have to have been in the spot before. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, a bonus action is going to be.
I was gonna say, do you wanna blink right back? Cause
Yeah, no,
Alright, I forgot something.
no.
I would
No,
fucking
I think-
love to have that happen. It's just
I've been using Boots of Winding Path wrong. I thought it was just a 15-foot blink.
No, it's a 15-foot. It's basically Tracer's move in Overwatch. Just-
Rewind.
Yeah, it's
Rewind.
just rewind.
Instead, my bonus action is going to be. Do we still have? No, I don't have those.
They're good if you want to
Yeah,
do
it's-
hit and run harrying stabs and shit.
Like,
My
snap.
turret is going to walk 15 feet to put itself directly between myself and the what do you call it, the orc.
So
and,
I will ask, because when you placed your turret, he was in front of the turret and in front of you, because you hadn't moved that moment yet. So is the turret moving out of his range? Oh wait, no, he doesn't have
Yes,
reactions.
but it
Sorry,
doesn't have
doesn't have reactions.
And it's going to fire Force Blast at a stupid throat face thing.
No longer has advantage. It is a normal roll.
Yeah, well, it's a range attack anyways.
And are you making a called shot and trying to hit him in the throat?
No, this is
Okay.
just going to be a straight.
I'm gonna ask all the questions just to clarify.
That's okay. It's only spell attack. It's only a
A 13 misses, unfortunately, hits him, just looks at you. No, little one, you don't get away. Is it the end of your turn?
yes, big one. I do, and that'll end my turn.
He's going to use his last legendary action before you get away. And he is going to point at you and pop a firebolt at your direction.
All right.
Oh, it's cocked. Oh, what a loss of a natural 20. God damn.
Feel my pain, DD.
That comes to a 19. I had to do math. Math failed me.
I'm gonna go ahead and shield that now.
Okay. Oh shit! Poof! As you just see this large firebolt erupt out of the sword and impact towards you. Definitely would have been a nasty little hit there.
No, fuck you. Fire is my shtick.
Okay. Ending your turn comes to Thumbthul's turn.
Down fool or down fool?
Thumbthul.
Can we just call him T and D?
TT? Call him TT and DD. No, we can't call you DD. Call you DT. So we'll go TT and DT. There we go. That won't get more confusing.
I'm just gonna refer to Domthul as Mr. Muscles.
Mr. Muscles.
from now on.
Remember,
Mr. Muscles is my father.
remember everyone. He can't react now. You can hit and run.
From far away. Got it. Somewhere in a barrel. off to
Somewhere
the
in a
side,
barrel.
Doing the solid snake thing.
Okay. Alright. Sky, you watch as he draws a spear out of the air, spins it, aims and hums a spear at you. Sky?
I think that's probably a disadvantage system right behind him, right?
No.
I thought
Range
I thought
attack.
range attacks were at disadvantage with someone next to you.
No. I've never run
Only
that
if you're
rule.
Targeting the person that's next to you.
Only if he's
point
targeting
blank.
you. He's targeting Sky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sky, even with disadvantage, as you are 30 feet away, it is still a 27 to hit. It was a 19 and a 17.
I guess.
I guess.
I'll let this happen.
I
Justice.
guess it'll happen.
I'll allow it.
Okay, Sky, that comes in for 10 plus 5, 15 points of piercing damage and 1 point of fire damage.
I am down.
Okay, as you poof, impact the spear into you, it holds you to the ground, and as it does, the spear begins to slightly dissolve away and vanish from sight. As actually, is your turret still up when you go unconscious? Because I think you have to give it. Is it what you give it commands to shoot, or is it? Does it also fall inert? Well, you look that up.
It's still up.
Still up? Can it make attacks while you're unconscious?
No, because that uses my bonus action.
Okay. Air, he turns to you. Now, where was I? And draws his other great sword, just picks it back up out of the ground, and just wham, wham, wham! 3 attacks coming down at you. A 21 to hit with the first one.
Hit.
A 18 to hit on the second one.
Miss.
Okay. That last one is a natural 20, unfortunately.
By the way, I'm also.
You're what? You're also.
By the way, I'm also in the fire.
You're resistant to fire.
Yes.
Resistant. Okay, good. So, 2 attacks hit. 1 actually does miss. The first hit comes in for 18 points of slashing damage. 2 points of fire damage. I rolled a 4.
That's not so bad.
No, it's not so bad. Natural 20. It's kind of nerdy. We have 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 is 18, plus 6 is... Fucking brain.
24.
24, thank you. 24 points of slashing damage. And fire damage comes in at 2d6. Hey, what would be 8 points of fire damage? It's reduced to 4. 4 points of fire. That ends his turn. And I guess I'll roll a d4 this time as it comes to a lair action, which brings us to... Okay. This time, on the lair action, you hear... as a slightly scorched goblin, still alive, flies out from the area holding a bomb and drops it onto Mugen and Dom Thule.
Oh no!
And actually, how close to them were you, Davos?
Oh, I was trying to keep myself at like 60 feet away from the main body.
From everybody? No, from like your allies, from Mugen and Dom Thule. Were you near them?
I'm isolating myself. I'm about, I don't know, 10, 20 feet away from my allies. And,
So you're
as far
still
as
with...
I can be.
You're still within 30 feet of your allies, though, is what you're telling me.
Yes, I
Okay.
am. See, when am I gonna learn?
I need the 3 of you to make dex saving throws. As this bomb...
It's a 17 to it.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
What happened? I missed it. Someone was calling my name next door.
Dex save, please. As a bomb is being dropped on you by some psychotic little goblin
No.
who is slightly
Wait.
crispy.
Oh, I read that wrong. 12.
12.
So
Okay.
bad, but
Davos, you do manage to succeed. What would have been 18 points of fire damage was reduced to 9, Davos. Mugen and Dom Thule, you both take 18 points of fire damage as this little goblin flies off to another piece of scaffolding, gets low, and seems to kind of hide itself away from sight. Ending the lair action, it comes to Mugen.
So from where I'm at, is there any cover that will still take me further away from
There is. You could actually, with your 30 feet of movement, get over to one of the sets of the crates and put some distance between you and Dumthul.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do
Okay.
while letting off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Alrighty. Pachoo, pachoo.
27 and a 20.
Rockin'. Yeah, both hit. As you start running, 2 Eldritch Blasts fly off and the spectral force ravens flying out, impacting into his body. Definitely
So that
thinking.
is... let's see. Plus 5 is 10, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of damage.
Rockin'. Okay. Alrighty. Ending your turn as you get behind the crates?
Yes.
Okay. Comes to Dumthul.
How far was you? Still 30 feet, right?
Still 30 feet. Well, actually, you moved halfway. So yeah, he is still 30 feet away from you.
Alright, so I'm gonna close the gap.
Alright, I need you to make
who
a
would-
Constitution saving throw as you enter the area.
Alright.
And succeeds both his con saves from Mugen's hits.
20.
21. Alright. Taking half damage. Oh, I lost a d8.
Oh,
You take what would be 10 points of necrotic damage as you enter the area, comes in at 5. As you enter this space, you see these devilish-looking orcs come out and strike at you, but you manage to get a decent defense up as these spectral attacks come in, hitting you.
who was knocked out? It was the artificer, right?
Sky is, and Sky is from your position, 30 feet away.
Oh, he should be in range still for. Oh, you are okay. So I'm not gonna use my spiritual weapon. I'm gonna just use my bonus action, healing word,
Okay.
so we don't die. You know, no one's gonna die today. Damthul refuses. Where's my two fighters? You get 3 health.
Sky,
Where's
you
the
come
backup?
back to with 3 health. Oh
Damthul
boy.
screams out, "You refuse to die."
Please, I'm too pretty to die.
That's questionable. But okay.
That is me. I think you're talking about.
Wasn't someone behind the big orc dude?
You are now even with air. You do not have a flank, but you two are engaged in his space.
Alright, so first attack. Does a 6.
Misses. You strike out at his hide, and his hide is so thick. It's like striking into like layers and layers of leather. It barely even leaves a mark.
That's way better. Does a
What?
21.
21 does hit. This time you come back and BAM! Slam home a strike.
He takes from the axe. He takes 11. No, 4. No, 10 damage. Wow, words.
10 damage. Nice.
And that will be down.
Okay. Damthul, on the end of your turn, Thumthul is going to use a legendary action.
Oh no, TT. He strikes back.
He's going to use a legendary action. As he does, in front of both you and Air, just kind of motions the great swords, flips them down, and stabs them into the ground as a ring appears around both your feet. And a radiant flame ignites from below, and a burning heat comes down from above. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
15.
Okay.
I got a 17, but minus 2.
17.
Next level.
Okay. Air, do you have evasion?
I do.
Okay. Air, you managed to not take any damage. Thumthul, you take half. The fire damage coming down at you, Domthul, comes in at 8 points of fire damage. Oops, almost lost that die. And the radiant damage that strikes down on you is 3, 6, 9 plus 5 is 14 points of radiant damage.
Alright, so I'm knocked out.
Okay.
But
You come back with 1.
I come back with 1, and I can attack him.
That's right. You.
Yeah. No, I took a feat, level 4. That when I.
You took
used
the
my-
orcish.
I think it's Orcish Fury.
Yeah.
I think it's called.
Orcish Fury feat. I was trying to remember. I was like, I think that's a feat.
Yeah, it just makes that thing better.
Yeah. Makes popping back from 0 to 1 more fun.
Oh look! Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
I'm happy. And I'm gonna use
Panic shit, and I love it.
So,
I'm gonna use my Orcish Fury dice on this too. So that's 4 dice I'm rolling for the weapon. Can I smite him?
You can certainly try.
I will smite him with a level 2 slot. Just screw this guy in particular.
Okay.
So that's 4d8 plus 3d8. So that's 7d8. Wow. Okay. Very bad. That's all.
your smite also gets doubled.
Wait, it's double?
You're doing a level 2 smite. Okay.
If
Oh,
they're
yeah,
dice,
well,
they're
my-
doubled.
yeah. So it's. Oh shoot! So it's 6. 6 plus 3. No, 6 plus. So it's 10d8. Oh my god, math! I hate myself right now.
To quote a great man, it's not.
Yep. So you have 68 from your smite, and you will have. It's 98. Because your orcish critical.
I'm also using my Orchid Fury dice.
That's right. You get an extra dice with that as well. 10.
So... No, wait. Crit. Does the Orchid Fury dice get doubled? Or no?
Let me quick look up the feat.
Because it's just an extra damage dice, but I don't know if you can double that when you crit.
Yeah, just seems to be an
Orcish.
extra damage dice.
Yeah, I would say you can use that.
Alright, so that's...
Oh, wait a minute. You guys did take a short rest. You guys did take a short rest after the goblin fight. So you do have your Orcish Fury back.
Orcish Fury is separate from the Orcish extra damage dice from the crit. I just get it
I
whenever
thought
use
you
it,
okay.
I get it.
I thought you used it after. I thought you used it during the goblin
No,
fight.
Orcish
Okay,
automatically get an extra
You're good to
damage
go.
dice from the crit.
you are good to go. Either way, you had a short rest, so it'd still work out
Oh
fine.
my god, so many...
Do math. Do math.
Hey, remember that time Morgan did more than 100 damage to a hill giant in a single?
Yeah, that was fun.
Remember the time Davos Misty stepped up the side of a building to stab a plague thing in the chest?
I do remember that.
Okay, so that's 3 times he's used melee. I lied. It wasn't only 2, 3. In his career, he has stabbed 3 things. No, 4, because he stabbed 2 goblins. That's right. He stabbed the goblin he bit.
He takes 49 damage in total from this one
49.
attack.
Okay.
And Jamthul says, "You thought!"
Wait, is he saying he thought he was gonna win, or
Yeah,
is he
he
calling
thought
him a
that
thought?
Jamthul was down.
Are you sure he's not calling him a thought?
I don't know. Jamthul doesn't know what's that. Jamthul doesn't assume things like that, you know.
Well, I mean, does he have a
Alrighty.
Fail that
49 damage.
49.
You want that separated or not?
Nope, that's perfectly fine. You're good,
Yeah.
brother.
So 49 damage.
All right. Ending Dom Thul's turn in the legendary action. Air comes to your turn, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
6.
6.
Oh wait, did he his concentration?
Made his save, unfortunately.
Did you make it on the
49
last two
damage?
attacks I made on him?
I have been making all of his con saves, my man.
This son of a bitch is super focused.
He's got a high con. He's got a plus 10. He's got a pretty decent con, to be fair. Okay, Air, with a 4, you take 7 plus 4 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 5 is 16 points of necrotic damage, my man.
God bless it! It takes me down.
Oh! Alright. Air falls unconscious. Ending Air's turn. Air, you do not have to make a death save, unfortunately, for me at this moment in time. Mr. Multi-Punches Crazy Puncher. Comes to the top of the round. Sky.
Oh. Wait, what about my turn?
Oh, sorry, Davos. Your turn.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't comment on my big attack.
He's about
What?
to. he's waiting.
You're a big guy.
Oh no, the big guy.
Okay, so let me see here. Big guy's standing there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next to him is a down person, right?
Uh-huh.
And the next to him is a not down person, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Are they both on the same side as him?
Uh-huh.
The same side of him? Can I throw the dynamite past him so that he is at the edge of that 20-foot radius? But because of the 5 extra feet, my allies are outside of it.
Let me look at the dynamite.
It is
Read
20
here.
foot. Yeah, I suppose it would matter if it's a cube or a
You
circle,
can
huh?
throw 60 feet. It is a sphere blasting area. It's going to have a radius of 20 feet.
And damage does not diminish the further you get out of that.
It does not.
Alrighty.
You wishing to throw that stick of dynamite?
Davos is going to, with that fuse already pre-cut, light and toss it that 60 feet.
Alrighty.
Dex save, please.
Dex saving throw is a 13.
That is barely.
That is barely a fucking
Yeah, the DC
success.
was a 12
Oh,
for that. I really was.
his dex is not that great.
Okay. So that's still, what is it?
10d6.
Cut in half.
Yep, the damage total will be cut in half. It's still 10d6 though.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now let me clear the way because there's dice in the way.
Hey, Dudley. Kitty cat. Scoocher, 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 scoocher.
Alright, we got, I'm just gonna start typing these numbers in. We've got a 2, 3, a 6, 5, 2, 5.
I got to 18 and I forgot how to count. 23.
6, 5, and 4, and 6. Now let's make sure I didn't add a die twice. I did. I added a couple dice twice. Whoopsie poopsie. Alright, let's try again. We've got a 2, a 6, 2, a 5, a 5, and a 6, and a 6, and a 5, and a 2, and a 4. How many dice is that?
10.
All of them? That's, okay, I got all of them that time and didn't add the same ones twice. Okay. From now on, I think I'm just gonna roll them one at a time because I find myself accidentally counting the same dice.
It's all right.
So what is that damage cut in half?
43 divided by 2 is 21.5. So round down to 21.
21.
And
Okay.
I will use my bonus action to... fuck it. I'm gonna throw a dagger at him.
It is at disadvantage you are throwing that dagger at
Oh,
him.
that's right, because I'm pretty far away.
You are pretty gosh darn far away there, man.
That second one's cocked. Okay. So I got a 19, and I got 14. My 2 hit is still +8, though, so I think I'm good.
That hits.
Okay, now, 1d4. Oh, and can I throw Colossus Slayer on this? Because it is a weapon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, 1d4 +4. That's 6 damage from just the dagger.
No, you don't have your dex mod. Your
Oh, okay.
Bonus
so then
throwing.
It's just 2. It's 2 from the d4.
2.
Still get sneak attack.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still good.
Yeah, damn fool.
Oh,
right
wait,
next to
no.
You got allies.
No, he's at disadvantage. An attack
Right,
that
but he
is...
has allies next to him.
Yeah, I do have allies next to the enemy within 5 feet, so that counts.
Yeah, damn fool's still up.
Unless it says without.
I think it says if you make an attack with disadvantage with sneak attack. Looking it up. Looking
I'll
up
look it up
sneak
right now.
attack. First level subtly exploit. One creature you hit with an attack that you have advantage on.
And I don't have disadvantage
And
on
you
the roll. Okay,
don't-
just
yeah.
no sneak attack then.
Yep.
So just 9 damage from the dagger.
Okay.
And I am going to move to the nearest piece of either half or full cover. I have 30 feet of movement to do that.
Okay. 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 Legendary action. Last one
Okay, sweet.
is
Most
going
of us are standing.
to stare at you, dumb fool. You thought. And is going to plunge a great sword into your chest cavity. Right, 26 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
14 slashing. 4 fire damage.
I am out.
This dumb fool falls unconscious. Comes to Sky's turn.
All right.
Something guys.
Sky's range. So first thing she's gonna do is have her turret shoot at 22 will hit probably.
22 does hit.
One sec, just finding the damage on the turret.
What's your first turret hit? The little pew pew turret.
That'll be 16 points of force damage.
Fuck. Okay. Okay.
And he is pushed 5 feet away from the turret.
Okay. He's now standing on top of Air and Dumb Fool's bodies. You know what? Part of me wants to make a dex save to see if he trips and falls, but
I think
that
you
would
should,
cause damage and potentially cause them to fail death saves.
Well, would he fall on top of us, or would he fall over like timber and then like fall to the side?
He would fall on top of you. He is 8.5 feet tall, and weighs about 400 pounds of muscle. It would not go well. So I'm not gonna do that. He gets knocked backwards. Poof, poof. Still standing. He's looking
This is how we die.
looking hurt. Looking very hurt at this point.
And yeah, she's gonna. Not a lot. She's gonna run up to Air Kanon.
You're not
and
gonna make it.
cast- Oh,
You have 25 feet of movement.
all right. What about Damsel?
They are both just out of your touching range. You can run up and get in front of this guy.
Since she's out of reach and needs to touch them to heal them, instead she is going to. Are there any crates or anything of the sort a good distance away from her?
Yeah. There's one within about, I'd say within your, got 25 feet. We'll just round and say you still have 15 feet of movement. Yeah, you can get to one. You can get to one.
Well,
You'll get
that's nice enough. How far is the scaffolding actually?
the one that, well, actually you don't even know where the goblin was.
Any scaffolding.
About 30 feet away from you at this point.
Okay, that's fine, because Sky is going to cast Fly on herself and fly up into the scaffolding as far as she can.
Roll a d4 and pick a direction.
4.
So you head closer towards the airship and get in yourself some scaffolding that's got a bit of overcover. You feel yourself rather safe. You got a good overview of the field. You're about 60 feet up in the air on top of the scaffolding. You feel yourself rather secure.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking.
It's boring.
No. I'm thinking. Okay. Hey, little buddy. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make this take forever. Thumb-thule. Oh, motherfucker. Okay. Thumb-thule is going to... stab down at air. Hitting with the first one. air. You fail 2 death saves as he just stabs a great sword into your back. And then he is going to do the same to Domthul. Domthul, he slams the great sword down into your back. You also fail 2 death saves. He is then going to move forward 30 feet to get a view on Mugen. He's going to throw 2 spears at Mugen.
Do I have cover?
You do have cover. You have 3/4 cover. He's not able to get a complete view on you. So that is an added 5 to your armor class. That is a 26 on the first spear.
Hits.
The second spear, well, that's probably his lowest roll, is a 2 for a total of 12.
No, that one does not hit.
You sure?
Yes. Even without cover, I'm okay on the 12.
Oh man, low fucking damage too. God damn. Fucking low damage. Mugen,
Low HP.
Mugen, you take 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 1 is 11, plus 1 fire is 12 points of damage total.
All right.
Fucking A. And he misses the second one, ending his turn. Ending this turn, you hear a horn blow from the airship. And the goblin flies away, leaving the battlefield, leaving Thumthul to his fate, whatever it may be, and the airship starts to fly away. And that is the end of the lair action. Brings us to Mugen.
All right. First things first, I will drink my superior healing potion
Okie dokie.
for 8d4 plus 8. That's 4. Just reroll these twice. So let's see. It's 5, 9. 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 28 points healed. And then I will chuck my Mark II static grenade
Okay.
at his feet.
Con save, I believe.
Dex save.
Dex
Let me
save.
pull up the notes. It is a DC 14 Dex save.
Okay.
Come on, fuck it up.
He still takes the full damage, I believe, but if he fails, then he's
Yeah.
stunned.
He rolled a nat 1. However, he is going to use one of his legendary resistances to succeed on the throw and not be stunned.
All right, so he still takes 48 lightning damage.
He does.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage.
Okay.
And Mugen will continue to play Ring Around the Rosie with this dude, circling out of his way, keeping behind cover.
Okay. As you throw the grenade, it ding, 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 looks down and as lightning bursts and cracks into his body, you see him actually tighten, all the muscles tense. You see the lightning scar bear up the left leg all the way up to the chest and shoulder. He holds position for a moment and tries to gather himself. It's a very devastating hit. A very, very devastating hit.
But not enough to make him break concentration.
As far as you guys know, still has his concentration up. The unconscious ones of you, at least. Okay. Okay. Damthul, I need a death saving throw.
You had your constitution, right?
No, it's a straight roll.
Oh,
What'd you get? I can't hear you, buddy.
12.
12. One success. Okay. Air. Death save,
do it,
please.
Davos believes.
Oh dear.
It's not your birthday.
To ensure his survival and the destruction of this fourth man in front of us.
Air passes his portal coil.
Use.
One fail.
Screw you, Dark Gods.
Okay. There is someone who can bring you back. Though they are currently a cowardly dwarf. like all the dwarves of the Soulbeard family.
Best be careful.
I'm
It's
sorry.
Not even me.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. I love you, Morgan. I love you.
I'm at 3 health. I'm playing to my strengths right now.
Let's be real though. Oh, hammer.
Okay. Legendary action.
I thought you said he was out.
He gets 3. He gets his legendary.
I come back
actions
on his
back
turn
turn.
every turn.
Oh. Ow.
Thamthul moves and gets behind some cover. He's out of sight of Davos, though Mugen, you can still see him. Comes to Davos's turn.
Alright, I saw where he went though, right? I just can't see him now.
You saw where he went, but you cannot see him now.
Alright, I'm going to use my mobility to get around sort of to a flank if I can. So that I can get eyes on him again.
So are you going to bonus action run over to try and dash to get a different line of sight on him?
I forgot I was like 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I know he's behind that, right?
You do.
So if I just take a couple pot shots, they'll be at disadvantage, but I can still hit him.
He has full cover. You would have to move completely to a side to get a shot off. So you would have to use your bonus action to dash to get a clear line of sight.
How far away is
60
Dom? 60?
is Damthul and Air. They are both 60 feet away.
So there's no way that I can use less than 60 feet to be able to see him.
Correct.
Alright, in that case, I'm gonna...
Fuck you, Mister. Hide behind a crate all day and roll stealth.
Hey, there's a difference. He's a giant, tall, badass warrior. with muscles growing like sports wings. I am but a man with a rifle.
Or but a man with a rifle who in one round did 50 points of damage. I won't take no guff from you, good sir.
Well, you know what? Bonus action dash to get sight on him, and I'm gonna throw a couple more rounds at him.
Okay. You dash, rush over. Now I have to ask. This dash will break your stealth. Are you okay with that?
Can I
Dashing,
roll to keep stealth.
you would have to also use your action to move, because stealth reduces move speed by half. I do want to ask, though, he is low on health. Is this something you are okay with doing, Davos?
Davos is okay with doing it.
Okay.
Just watch one of his friends get murdered and possibly another one of them get murdered. Point. He's completely silent. He's so mad that the jokes have stopped. Alright, so no sneak
Just
attack.
a bit. No snack.
Alright, 14 plus 9 is... What is that? Help me.
You rush around Davos and you see him pressed against the wall, catching his breath, and watching the airship leave. He looks heavily wounded. Heavily damaged.
I'm just gonna raise the rifle and take those 2 shots at him.
Okay.
So what's 14 plus 9? Is it 23?
That
Yes.
Thank you.
is a 23.
Second attack.
Just roll damage for the first hit.
Okay. 8 and Colossus Slayer for 8. Jesus.
So 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was...
You fire off the shot.
Say goodnight out loud and then fire.
You fire off the shot. How would you like to do this?
I'm gonna kneecap him. And then while he's on the ground, I'm actually just gonna put the barrel of the gun in his mouth and pull the trigger.
Okay. You fire off the first shot. He falls to the ground, knee hitting. He looks up as you approach, cautiously and slowly. Much more clever than the others. I've still taken one of yours.
And I took so many more of yours. Shove the gun barrel in his mouth and pulled it.
Alright, as you do,
Not even gonna let him speak. Last word is mine.
head explodes out the back. Decent sized exit wound. Teeth kind of splatter everywhere. He falls lifeless. He's dead.
Alright, I'm gonna loot the body. Let's make an investigation.
Hold on, hold on. We do have points of order. Sky.
Sky is gonna peek over. I assume she sees that the orc is dead from her
Mhm.
vantage. She's gonna fly right down to Erkanon, slap the diamond down on his chest, and revive.
Vivify? Okay. Erkanon comes back to life. Do you have a bonus action that you can heal someone with?
I don't believe I do. No, because artificers don't get healing word
Okay.
for some reason.
Mugen, are you able to clear 60 feet and action heal someone?
No.
Okay.
I can move 30 feet at best
Okay.
and still be able to action.
Alrighty. Dom Thule, I need you to make a death saving
I
throw.
want to ask if I can give him a d6, because I have a d6. Can I
Cannot.
give him a d6 on this?
cannot. I'm sorry.
So I will move the 60 feet. I will
I
action
will let
dash.
you know, Damn Fool does have a healer's kit on it.
Well, I
Death
would-
save?
Death save, please.
14.
Okay. Dumb Thule seems to be hanging on.
Wow, two failures, two success.
Air, do you have anything that you can heal him with?
I do not.
Okay. Top of the round, Davos digging through a corpse. Sky.
Sky, does she see the healer kit on?
You do.
Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm just going to cure wounds.
Alright. Cure wounds. With that, combat comes to a close.
Damn Fool's first words after being revived are being brought back are, I want the swords.
So, you get 13 health back.
13 health back.
Is the ship still there?
The ship is actually leaving. It is making its way at a decent speed.
Mugen's gonna scurry behind some cover. He doesn't want to get shot by the ship. He figures they probably saw him, but that doesn't mean he's gonna make it easy for them. And I'm gonna recover a spell slot with my pack
Bro.
to the
Pack.
my
Davos is
rotted
found
pack.
smoke and looting the corpse.
Okay. Make an investigation check as the others collect themselves and start going over what the fuck just happened.
Sky is just going to plunk down sitting and then collapse on her back because she is.
Damn Fool will go up to those guys like weaponry and like start sorting through it and cast ritual casting identify it.
Okay.
Good thinking, good thinking. You do that. I am, let's see here. I rolled an 18 for investigation.
Okay.
Wait, let me cast guidance on you since we're right next to each other.
It's alright. An 18. Easy enough. Davos, there are the two great swords. They are quite large in their width in the way that they are made. You get a better look at them now that combat is thankfully not going on anymore. They are about 8 inches in width of steel. They have a fuller going up the middle and a series of markings going up both sides in a pattern. You notice inside of the fuller is a small red gem. The sword itself is a great sword's length, but it is 10 pounds heavier than a normal greatsword. This guy was very strong to be wielding 2 of these.
The markings on it are they a language?
They are not a language.
Okay, so they're
However,
not
are you looking at them as well, Mugen?
Yeah.
You do recognize them, Mugen. They are not a language, but your eyes, due to your pact, do pick up they are religious symbology.
Okay. But nothing. No. They don't mean anything. They're just religious symbols.
They seem to be religious symbology at this moment, possibly due to probably to a Starzox in terms of religious symbology. You also find a black iron ring on his
Hand.
index
Finger?
finger. Thank you. Shit. On his index finger. The front of it has what looks like a series of spiked teeth on the top. And in the center is a small red ruby that glows.
Do I get anything from their identifiers yet?
Take
Or-
one moment. I'm going through what he finds his loot. And
Yeah, I find it and then I let you identify
you
it.
also find a totem, much like the ones that the goblins had, though this one is a bit more intricate in design. This one actually has 3 skulls pressed together, cut in half down the middle on the ones that are on the side, and the one in the middle again is cut at the top. In the center of the main skull, you see what looks to be a petrified heart that is actually connected with these strange dark tendrils to the rest of the totem. It feels like leather as you hold the bone that creates the
shaft.
the shaft holding piece of it. And in the eyes, you notice are two black onyxes set inside.
Alright. So, having seen that, first thing Davos is going to do is turn to the bird and ask him to mage hand that into a bag. No one's touching that until we know what the hell it is.
Mugen complies. His purple spectral talon will pick it up and wait for somebody to hold the bag open.
Okay.
Who wants to carry the spooky totem? Anybody? Who wants to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Yeah,
Mugen will put it in his bag.
Okay.
Hey, that
Guy-
boy, moving
Guy,
five.
Guy,
Mugen returns
one
the high
hand
five.
that extends in a sort of half-hearted middle finger towards Davos. The other hand has her flask tip upside down above her,
Okay.
her father's flask.
Okay.
Hard.
Alrighty. Getting drunk. Fair enough. With Identify, the great swords are a pair. One is known as the Hunger, and one is known as Devour. They are both cursed, but you aren't able to tell what the curse is. They deal 2d6 normal slashing damage, as well as +1 magical slashing, and 1d6 fire damage.
So Mugen's looking for, again, just more plans or
Okay.
any sort of notes he might have on him.
Make your own investigation. And the ring is a ring of starvation. It has the ability to summon a spear of a Starzox that deals 2d6 piercing or 2d8 piercing. No additional pluses to its damage roll or attack roll, but also deals 1d6 fire and is also cursed. The ring can be used to summon the spear back as it melds away and returns to your hand. But these 3 items are cursed.
Davos contemplates momentarily whether or not he should slide that ring on his finger, but then decides maybe that's not such a great plan. Especially since he's aware of what it is now. This isn't the hat. He knows it's cursed. Should he risk it? Hell no.
What was your investigation, Mugen?
15.
15. On his body, you find identification that reads Thomthul, former former citizen of Anwin. It just says citizen of Anwin, has his residential address, has his date of birth. He appears to be about 50 years of age, or was 50. The height you see on the card reads 6'7". He is almost double his height. Weight you see to be about 235. He's definitely double his weight. And you also find a photo of him and what looks to be a half-orc woman. She is carrying a child.
Can Davos see the picture?
It's up to Mugen if
He's not very secretive with it.
So yeah.
Davos remarks, 1 down, 2 to go.
You can
Sky
cut
will-
his head.
Sky will stop drinking once she stops feeling pain or much of anything.
Davos is gonna chuckle and then stroll his way over to Sky, slowly laughing.
You do
Sorry.
notice in the photo, he is his normal height and weight. He does not appear his larger size.
Going to cast Cure
On-
Wounds at 2nd level for you, Sky.
Sky's gonna actually wave Davos off and go, no, he's more fucked than I am. and point.
On the back, Mugen, it reads Thamthul and Thalea. Thella.
Thella.
Jamsil's
Yep.
gonna pop a divine sense.
And it also reads Little Thul. It dates back maybe 7 years ago, you guess? It's hard to see the inscription, the last inscription of the year, but it looks to be maybe 7.
Alright,
7
so
years
we got
ago.
a half-orc woman and a little orc baby to kill. Alright. No problem. 7-year-olds can't fight for shit.
Jamsil's gonna pop a divine sense.
Divine sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those 2 swords in that ring, those are fucking evil.
Yeah.
Get nothing else out of it. You just get that they're evil.
I would. I mean, I don't know.
Other than that, there are no celestials, there are no fiends, there are no fae, there are no undead. Everything seems hunky dory.
Anything happens, Jamsil's gonna take one of his vials of holy water and sprinkle it on those items. See if they react.
You do it, nothing happens.
So they aren't possessed.
No.
Just making sure. Jamsil knows weapons. He's heard of weapon possession.
Sky is just gonna flick open her phone, probably at least half drunk, even as a dwarf, and call it Wraith. We fucked up the big orc. The airship got away with it's kind of an orc army. We're pretty jacked.
Speak for yourself.
Check on the other team and see if they're alive.
Hey,
Then return home.
how
Oh, we found some cursed weapons, by the way. I thought you should know.
Tell him that Jamsil really likes them, but he's also scared because they're cursed.
Oh, also some freaky totem with what looks like some kind of heart in it. Thought you should know about that too. No one's
Very well.
touching that.
Very well. Return it all back to the guild and bring it directly to my office when you get home. And I will reward you.
Boss, I need a raise.
Be happy. You've completed this job, regardless of the fact that an unexpected airship and an army got away. You still killed one of the lieutenants. So every
Yeah.
single one of you is going to be receiving 2,500 in your accounts. It should appear as transferred now.
Alright, can we put some of that towards getting this goblin taste out of my mouth? By the way, Wraith, goblin, not good. Wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, that is far worse of a problem. Are you hearing voices?
Yeah, a while ago, they've gone away.
I'll see you in my office shortly for a beating.
What now?
Nothing.
Is there any way?
With that, Wraith just hangs up the phone.
I don't like it when he says something and then says, no, he didn't say anything. When he retracts, that's when I get worried.
Well, you're the least jacked out of us. I'm sure you'll be.
Negan just shakes his head towards Davos, like, how many times do you have to make bad decisions before you learn from them? But he just, he's got a smile on his little beaky face when he does.
Air,
Having no other information than a smiling head shake says, "What are you guys bitching about?"
Yeah, I'm
Skyle's,
still just bad. But it's-
Kyle Smile Shaker had not agreement to me. You're gonna go, well, when you have the luck of all the fucking archdevils on your.
More like they got the luck of me, buddy boy. Yeah.
And on the way down, because I assume we're not going to take the stairs or anything stupid
Yeah,
in our condition.
Air's already hobbling towards the
Yeah, let's go take that
The elevator?
elevator.
Um,
The elevator
Sky, make sure.
does have some damage thanks to Davos.
Sorry, everybody. I threw a stick of dynamite at it. Sorry, bundle of dynamite at it.
Well,
Seemed
that's
like
the
a
one
good
by the
idea
wall.
at the time.
Maybe let's use the freight elevator, shall
For the sake of things, who is carrying the swords and the ring?
Damn fool. Because he's the strongest guy, so the swords are huge.
They
Sky
are.
will unbuckle the cape off of her fine armor to wrap the gear, so he doesn't have to touch it barehanded like certain other morons.
Yeah, these great swords are 16 pounds each, so they are quite heavy for a great sword.
Yugen will mage hand, and he'll just slip the talon through the ring and keep his mage hand up to carry it.
Okay.
Does Downfield think there's any way for him to make these swords less evil?
Unfortunately, with a cursed weapon, once they are cursed, they are there is no known way to remove a curse except possibly with a wish spell, and
Curse?
even then, that can be a little bit janky.
On the way down, Sky would like to inspect.
Oh, hey, Hex.
Hex, holy
Yeah.
shit! Thank you so much!
God damn.
Holy hell!
So on the way down, once we presumably meet up with the other team, Sky wants to help Gil find the best way to just
Fucking-
bring this building.
Thank you so much, Hex. Thank you very much. That support is amazing. Thank you. Beyond thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're doing what there, Sky?
Once we've gotten back down and presumably joined up with the other team, Sky is going to do everything in her power to help Gil burn the building.
Okay, you're gonna help Gil burn the building down?
She'll use her dwarven stone cutting to find the weakest points in the setting up turrets.
Okay. To help weaken the structure and try and get a few breaks into the wood, you guys make your way down. You start setting fire as the tower seems to be burning a bit ablaze.
Yeah, Air also helps with his
You-
flasks of oil and burning hands.
You help Hassani burn down the tower with quite a hefty amount of success.
And Sky takes a selfie.
Davos pitches a spent butt, loads another cigarette into his mouth, and smokes that because it's been a heavy day. It's been a hell of a day.
Has been a hell of a day.
He is now supervising.
As you guys kick the phones and get your teleport back to Silver Reef, taking in that last of a beautiful view of the field. Or not of the field, of the valley beyond. You see the 12 small towns very close to this fort that you could have burned away, that could have been burned away and devoured by these orcs, hobgoblins, and goblins that you managed to save. A job well done. An excellent job well done. As you make your way home, both parties receive 2,500 gold pieces converted into credits as currency as they go to the first bank. And 3 superior healing potions.
That's each.
Yep. And potion of repose. And one other thing that would be determined at a later date. Later today. And one more thing. But these are the things you guys receive as gifts, as rewards for completing this job. So I'm going to take a look through
2,500 and 3
Bam.
superiors?
Right there. In chat.
Okay, thank you.
As you guys get your rewards, you make your way for a drink and some food, and Marduk incurring a bit of a debt as he is revived by the guild. With that, folks, thank you so much for watching for this 2-parter this weekend. It has been an absolute freaking pleasure to run today's session and last night's session. I am so happy with this community. I love this community. It is honestly, it is so fantastic. So many amazing people are playing D&D with us. We have so many people joining us for a fantastic amount of sessions and just joining the community, joining the world, and taking part in everything. We are 13 new family members away and friends away from reaching 500 followers. That is a huge step for us, and I am beyond excited that we are close to there. So if you have friends or you have family that like D&D, that want to play, and you want to play with in some D&D, let them know about the channel. Let them know about the stuff that we're doing here, about the stories that are going on, and about the advancement in story arcs that we're having. Because we are having so many things go on. We have the Crimson Maw arc going. The Vol arc has begun. And, yeah. Well, Mugen wants the Vol arc to begin, so the Vol arc has begun. And so we have 2 amazing story arcs going on to enjoy and play in and have different quests go on throughout. So I am extremely excited for the things that go on. Catch us Tuesday night to find out a bit more about Thom Thule, or perhaps he gets completely ignored throughout the entire session and the party tells him to faff off. I guess we'll find out. With that, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to seeing you all next time. Thank you for joining the family, those of you who have joined last night and today. I look forward to many more amazing sessions of D&D with you here on Damaged Dice. Peace out.